make sure you present yourself like this and you wave and pretty, but it was way over the top.
But I will say Donnie McClurkin was dope. This is the first time I've seen Donnie McClurkin. Was my second gospel singer that I've ever seen in life. First was Fred Hammond when he came with his I won't call it a BS tour, but like it's a BS tour where only like 2 people that's on the bill show up out of like 8. You know what I'm saying? And like people are like, yo, give me my money back.
Yeah. So, but he was very good. The
Philharmonic Orchestra. I'm probably saying it wrong too.
LA,
but y'all don't come here for all that.
Your mic is very low, LA. Could barely hear you.
Oh my gosh! I hope that was better.
There we go. Is that better?
Well, now it's gone again. So,
what is? Oh, well, it's back.
Oh,
can you hear?
Is it?
It's back.
Okay.
It's chipping in and out, but we will try our best to work with this thing.
Hello, listen to your mic. Stop with the foolishness.
Okay. See that the Jamaican
That's
came
perfect.
out now. All right. But that's another thing I wanted to ask you about. Facebook recognition.
Oh yes.
This new thing with Facebook. They got Facebook recognition now. You was telling me about it.
I was actually scrolling through my Facebook timeline, and you know how Facebook has their like announcements, and basically it was saying that right now Facebook is doing Facebook recognition where, you know, like if you have to tag a photo, like you and someone took a picture, and they will say, hey, suggested, like, do you want to add and say this person's in your picture? Well, now you don't have to, because Facebook is going to actually do that for you. They'll recognize your face for you and
log you
put your
in.
face in it.
And it's like, we're going to find all the pictures.
Like pictures that
with
you know
in
that
it,
you're in or
that you don't know. Yeah.
They'll find you and tag you in it. And the setting comes automatically on. So you have to actually click the button in the settings that they have and go and turn it off yourself. And I thought it was interesting that they already had the setting on, and I just happened to scroll by this. I'm like, what if someone's not on their timeline all the time? They're not going to see that notification from Facebook because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you that they're going to have this setting on. So, of course, I made sure that I went and turned it off because I was like, Facebook, I will tag myself by myself. I don't need your help. But right now, Facebook, if you're listening, we still like what you do. So don't take this as a, turn this off.
In other words, don't stop the stream. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop the stream. Another thing, too, I found out Mary J. Blige was homeless. I told you that.
Right.
She was homeless last year. Now, I don't know how that could be. She said she was living in Jimmy Iovine's house. Anyways,
I don't know about that one.
I believe it.
So, yeah, I don't know how that happened. I guess she was giving all that money to Kendu.
Right, with that whole situation.
Yeah, taking her to the cleaners. I guess we'll see what's up with that. I don't even know if she's paying all that money right now. But anyways, let me get through this real quick, and then we're gonna bring our guests in. Let me get into the drop for this week. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, you're pressing the wrong button. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. I am the master of the board. People tell him, me, I do the board, you everything. Thank you. Okay.
So give it to me one more time so I can. All right. Because there's a wrong button. So it's the wrong button.
Okay, so you just. Okay. This is proof for who's watching right now.
All right, so let's get into the drop for this week.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
One more time. So this is the drop for this week. It's presented by Bandit Box Magazine for news and hip hop and R&B. Go and check out banditbox.com. So we got Burner dropping his latest album, The Big Pescado. The 15-track album got appearances from Pusha T, Devin the Dude, Conway, Ty Dolla $ign, E40, Too Short, Snoop Dogg, The Game, Wiz Khalifa, everybody, your mother, your grandma, your auntie, they all on this record. I'm not on the record. I'm mad I'm not on the record. But anyways, Most interesting though, out of all the stuff with this album, the production is being done by Scott Storch. Now, do y'all remember Scott Storch?
Nope.
Probably not,
Yeah.
because he was back in the early 2000s. Well, I mean, he was pretty big. He was working with the Roots and everything like that. But anyways, he's making his comeback 2018. So basically, shout out to him. Burner's already has 9 albums, including collaboration projects with Styles P and Young Dolph. So make sure y'all go and check out the Cannabis King's latest album, The Big Pescado. Now, why do I call him the Cannabis King? Because that's how he makes his money. He sells cannabis, I think, out in California.
I see.
I think he's got like, a big dispensary. But anyways, Dave East is hitting us with his latest release, Paranoia 2, the East Harlem, New York rappers. There we go. Rapper's cover features a picture of himself and his daughter, Kieri. I'm probably saying that wrong. But we don't have too many details on Paranoia 2, but I'm sure it's going to be fire. But in the meantime, check out the video for U-Haul with Joey Fats. Last but not least, on the drop, we got Rock Nation artist Justine Skye. She's releasing her debut album, Ultraviolet. Skye's bringing us 10 songs and features from Jeremiah, Wizkid, and Party Next Door. If you want to get a feel for what to expect, go watch the video for Don't Think About It, directed by Lori Ann Gibson and Life Garland.
Ooh.
She also delivered the second track from the album, Good Love. So, yes, that is the drop for Friday. Go and check out these albums. Give them a little bit of your time. Tell us why you love it or hate it, all on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter at BanditBox. That's BANDEDBOX.
Thank you.
Do y'all remember who Lauren Ann Gibson is in the room? She's the Boom Boom Cat lady.
Right.
From Making the Band.
That show was dope. I liked it.
I did too, but you know what? Let's bring the guest in and on the conversation before we start picking up on you. Yeah, we're going to.
Nice. Okay, I'm excited.
Go ahead, you bring her.
No, you do. Go ahead.
It's crazy. So our guest for this week on Band-Aid Box is Miss Donnie Lene. She has our
Hey.
Unfaded track of the week for this week. Donnie, go ahead and say what's up to the people.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
One more time so they can hear you. I'm sorry. I'm over here clicking and pressing buttons. Go ahead.
What's up, everybody?
Yes. So thank you so much for joining us on the show. I've heard so much about you. I know you and LA got a little bit of a history. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually met Donnie when I started going to rehearsals for Leap of Faith at the Caramoo
Yes.
Theater. And Donnie is so cool. Like, for anybody who knows Donnie, like, she's cool. Like, she's fly. Her outfits are always fly. Her haircuts are always fly. But she's just a cool person.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she's blushing.
LA, you was so cool too. Man, listen, super cool chick. I love you. Thank y'all for having me on.
Okay, yeah, we got you at the end though. She said thank you. That's all I need to hear. I don't know.
But yeah, welcome Donnie to the Unfaded podcast. I'm really happy you're able to join us on the show and be able to tell us a little bit more about what you are about to get into and what you have done previously, especially in the music realm.
Yeah.
So I think the first time I heard you, of course I heard you singing Leap of Faith, but then I remember watching a video where I was just like, wait, first I thought it was like Jill Scott. I was just like,
oh,
is that Jill Scott? And then I was watching, I was like, that's Donnie. Okay. I was like, I was watching, on Facebook, you always post about your events and what you're doing. And, seeing this new single that you have coming out.
Yes, I'm yours.
I was supposed to say it, but yeah, I'm yours. I love that song.
Yo, the song.
Thank you.
Amazing. I've listened to it probably as much as I've listened to what's that, Walter Hawkins, like back to back to back.
Yes.
But yes, the song is just is dope. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this: what made you go into, like, how did you know, hey, I can sing? What made you want to go into being an artist and into being a singer?
Okay, so like I tell this story all the time. When I was 4 years old, we had a family gathering and we were all together. You know how they do it. They had a little competition or contest with the kids, and they say, "Oh, why don't you get up and do what you do?" You know. And so me, having started singing around that time, I decided to get up and sing. And so they sat me on top of the coffee table, little short coffee table, stood me up on the coffee table and said, show us what you got. And I started singing, and the family just started pulling out money and giving me money. And that was the day I decided I wanted to sing for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I would too.
Like, really?
Ooh, I can get paid to do
Yes.
this?
Right. Like, what? I can go and buy an unlimited supply of bubblegum? Yes.
That's all you really care about as a kid.
Right.
I think I heard a story about Prince. He used to get, him and his band, when he first started, they used to get paid in Snicker bars.
Hey, listen.
Crazy.
That candy back then was...
Yeah, I can like totally see Prince just being extra excited over the Snickers. I can just see it.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, as a kid, that's really all you care. You just want candy. You just want to go play and do what you want to do. I get it.
Yep.
So kind of from there,
that's all you want.
I'm sure you started like listening to like different, kinds of music and things like that. Like, who were your major influences?
It's been a long time of listening to music. So when I was younger, it was like BB and CC Winans. It was, the Gap Band. Who else? Oh goodness. And then when I started getting older, Stevie Wonder, listening to Aretha Franklin, Donny Hathaway. When I got a little bit older, I started listening to Jill Scott and Erykah Badu and India Arie. And, now it's like I'm on a whole nother wavelength of like music, listening to like Snarky Puppy and oh goodness, like all kinds of stuff. Like it's too many people to name. It's too many people to really name. But Hiatus Coyote, they're like some of my favorite, performers too. Mint Condition. Did I say Mint Condition?
Oh man, I listen
to a lot of music.
That's how it is for singers, especially musicians. You can't really name just one or two. There's just so many influences because music in general is really, really good. And you can get so many different like inspiring things from different genres. So you're gonna get everything from anyone. But yeah. So I know as of right now, I know that you're currently married, you have kids. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, how do you balance family life with the life of an artist? Like, how do you balance that? Because of course you want to be able to give 100% to each, but how do you balance it?
That's unrealistic. Like balance doesn't exist. It doesn't. I mean, there's days where you're going to be your best at one thing or another. Like, I don't feel, in my opinion, I don't think that you can do it all at the same time. Like, you can have it all. You can do it all at different times. There are days where, my family gets 100% of my attention, and there's days where my regular work gets my attention, and then there's days that go by where it's just me and my kids, and then there are some times where it's just all of us together, or it's sometimes where I don't really spend a lot of time with my family and I'm really into my music and into that work. So there's no balance. It's not like it's I can do X, Y, and Z in a day. Now, don't get me wrong. There are days where, I can get a whole lot accomplished in all of those areas, but it's so small that it doesn't feel like a great impact. I mean, little things do, impact the whole, but balance, it's like, what is that really?
Right.
Nice. I don't know.
That was a good answer.
That was a great answer. So you also do acting too, because y'all met each
Yes.
other doing like Leap of Faith.
Right. Yeah.
What other projects are you in? Other acting projects right now, or you have any movies, independent films, anything like that?
Yeah, I was in this movie called 50 Fathers a few years ago, like right after Leap of Faith. I was in 50 Fathers. And right now I'm directing videos for my new EP that's coming out on the 26th. So as far as like acting goes, I'm doing a little bit of acting for my videos, and then more directing and stuff for the videos also, but just really working on the music and pushing that really hard right now. So my Live Now EP comes out on the 26th of this month of January. So that's where my focus is.
Okay. So like you were just talking about, the fact that you're working on that and that's what's getting your full focus right now. So what would you say is, I guess, your creative process? Because last week last week we had another artist on, and she was just talking about the way, she writes her songs and her songwriting, like she's just kind of winging. So do you have a specific creative process that you go through for every song, or what is that?
That's a great question. That's probably the first time anybody's ever asked me that. And I think that's really important for me. Like, so first of all, thank you for asking that question, because I love to share that part. So the way that I like to write songs is to be in the moment. Like, I want to have my musician there with me. I want to be with, the producers and the people that are creating the music behind the words. I don't play the instruments that are in the type of music that I sing. So it requires me to have the help of others, to actually make my dream, come to life. And so I like to be in the studio. I love to be in the element, in the room, creating it as we go along. And so half of my album, my EP, has those elements of me being in the moment, creating the music. Now, can I also, take music from a producer and do that, write to the music? Yes, I can do that also. And so I would prefer to be in the studio creating the music as we go along, but I've done it both ways. I just feel stronger as a writer, and stronger when I'm able to collaborate in the moment with the people that I'm making the music with. So that's kind of like my process. And this EP has both.
So you got any plans to do any shows, any tours, or anything like that for the Live Now?
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Yes. So January 26th, I will be on Fox 8 News in the morning doing their jukebox. So that's going to be fun. And then...
She's doing it big.
Yeah, so we're kicking it off on Fox 8 News, and I'll be performing live there with my band. And then on the evening of January 26th, I'll be having my birthday bash and listening party at Full Spectrum Gamer Haven, and that's going to be at 8:00 p.m. So that's going to kick it off. And then February the 8th, I'll be at Beachland Tavern, right on Waterloo Road. And we're going to keep going from there. I mean, it's plenty of other events. Actually, I'll be opening for the Youth Poetry Slam with 12 Arts and the youth that are doing poems. It'll be at the Cleveland Public Theater on February 18th. So I've got like stuff lined up.
see something about that poetry slam. Okay, so we're gonna have to make sure we're in the building.
Yeah, we're gonna.
January 20th.
Yeah.
What day is that? Is that a Friday, Saturday?
That's a
Sunday?
Friday. Yeah, Friday, January
Friday.
26th. We're gonna have a live band. We're gonna have a DJ. It's gonna be food. It's gonna be drinks. Libations will be poured.
Go ring.
It's gonna be some birthday cake because it is my birthday. You know.
So bring on cash. That's
Right.
what she's saying. Cash
Right.
app, everything.
Cash is accepted.
Cash
And
will
it's
be
Friday
accepted.
night. Be in the house. It's Friday. We gotta work the next day.
Right.
Be
Right.
there.
People.
Exactly.
So on this new let me ask you this first. When you do a show live, what's your favorite song to do like in a live setting?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
when if I go to a Donnie Lene show, what am I definitely gonna hear because you love doing this song?
Oh, what are you definitely gonna hear? Well, it depends. It depends. Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. Well, I will say In the Zone is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. But with this new album, I think I'm gonna give you guys some new favorites. I got some new favorites on there. So it's this song called Mr. That is probably like my new favorite. So
If y'all could see the smile that she has on her
Yes.
face right now when she said that name, she was like, Mister.
YouTube sees it.
Oh, yeah.
hey
Rushing and everything.
YouTube.
I have to be like, what is this song about? Hold on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I talked about some stuff that I never really talked about before as a singer, and yeah, it's real. It's really real.
Oh, so it's gonna be interesting. We definitely got to get another
yeah.
song from you to be the track of the week.
Yes.
But man,
Yeah,
and I'm Yours is on a new EP, correct?
yeah. So it's remastered, and yes, it is on the new EP. So I released it as a single, and then remastered it and re-released it for the EP.
I love that song.
Yeah.
The video's dope too. I like the flying
And I
over.
remember the guy that I guess helped with the with
The filming.
Oh,
thing. I can't
yes.
slips me right now, but he did such
His
a
name
good
is Aaron.
Aaron, yes.
Yeah, his name is Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron Freeman. And Aaron is amazing.
Aaron Freeman, yes. Yes.
Yes, he is an amazing videographer. He really takes my vision and makes it come to life. Like, I don't think that I've ever worked with anyone who really listened to what it was that I was doing and trying to convey and bringing it to life in a visual aspect. Like my producers and other musician friends, they're able to translate what I want to say, in the music. But oh my God, Aaron, he knows how to make that thing come to life right before your eyes, and that's why I love working with him.
I gotta say, Donnie, though, like just from watching where you came from in your music till now, like you've grown so much, but I love that you stuck to who you are, like stuck to what you want to do, your sound, and and just seeing the growth from that, your first video to this video. Now you're on your album and you're out there doing gigs, you're doing shows. Like, it's just really cool to watch. And it's very
Directing.
inspiring.
Thank
Yeah. Everything is really cool. And I just want to encourage you to let you know, keep going. You got your fans out here. You got your
Yes.
people who are supporting you. Like, don't ever quit. I know you will not. But, sometimes we all have those days. So when you have that day, just remember. Or just come back and listen to the podcast. You'll remember.
Absolutely. I will.
You gotta come
I
back and
will.
kick it with us too another time. I would definitely love to have you back.
I will.
Please send us something else
Absolutely.
from the EP because I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
if there's anything remotely close to I'm Yours, this EP is gonna be incredible. So thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. You gonna stay and hang out with us?
Yes, I do. Can I plug my Absolutely.
Yes.
Can I plug my
Plug
info
away.
so people can find me?
Yes.
Okay.
All that. Yeah.
So check me out at DonnieLynee.com. That's DonnieLynee.com. You can find my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can also find my YouTube and my Spotify right there on my website. And you can DM me, inbox me, find me on my Facebook page. You can find me on YouTube at Donnie Lynee, Lynee.
Yes. Yes. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be in the house at the show.
Oh yeah, we will be there.
So
Yay!
I feel throw a travel. Okay, so like I always do every episode, and since we are having guests on the show now, I've been coming up with like different clips for movies that I think people should know about. And it's up to y'all, Instagram, YouTube, the people on Facebook to kind of figure out what it is. But I leave it to LA to try to figure that out because she doesn't really see movies for some reason. Are you a movie buff, Donnie?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to say I'm a movie buff. I do like movies.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
See, I was hoping Antoine didn't join us today. Those of you who were looking for Antoine, he had some stuff he had to do, but I would figure that Antoine would have got this one.
Yeah.
All right. But we'll see. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna play the clip. I want everybody to try to guess what it is.
Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you try to guess this because I might not get it. But
all right. So why don't you go ahead and play the clip for us?
Ribbit, you want to lick? Want to lick Mr. Froggy?
This is quite an interesting species of frog.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's so wet and slippery. Biology is so real.
Yo, Demeter, I thought you were going to play with my frog.
Your frog ain't jumping in my direction. There's a new tadpole in town.
Oh.
Here's my address. Pick me up tonight around 8 so we can get that biology thing happening.
Yo, Demeter, I thought you were going to play with my frog.
Oh my God.
All right, so that's the clip. Now I know some of y'all got it right because I love this movie. I'm trying to look in the rooms. Go ahead, LA. You want to take a shot at it?
I am so lost.
Yo, Demeter, I thought you was gonna play with my frog.
I have no idea what movie this is. I am hearing this for the first time. Like I'm like,
oh my God,
playing with the frogs and
as soon as we are done here, I gotta play the movie for you.
Like, what are they talking about? Like, I have no idea what movie this is. Like, maybe Donnie knows.
No.
Oh no. This is sad.
Okay.
I was really hoping. Go ahead. What
No
anybody
one,
on IG?
no one
Nobody
on
knows.
Instagram is they don't know either.
What is that, like Coolie High?
Ooh, that's a good one, but this is way more recent than Coolie High.
It's recent?
Not recent, but we talking like Coolie High was what, like wasn't Coolie High like the 70s or something?
Oh.
This is from the 90s.
Oh, anyone in Facebook get it? Anybody in Facebook know?
No, nobody got it. Okay, so that is Class Act.
Class
Act. I think 1992? 1994. Maybe 1992. Kid and Play. It's a Kid and Play movie. It's the one movie that wasn't House Party.
Okay.
Oh, Boys in the Hood was a guess.
Oh my God. I guess that line could have been in Boys in the Hood. I guess.
Wow.
But really? I really didn't expect that.
Yeah, I had no clue what that was. Class Act.
Class Act. You know nothing about Class Act? Oh my God.
I don't. Sorry. Okay. Like, I feel like I have to just get a list of movies from Shay One.
Right. Shout out to Taylor May. He said he saw the movie. He said he was just watching it. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's oh my
That's
bad.
the lady.
Sorry, Taylor.
Sorry, my bad.
Taylor.
Taylor Made. She said she was just watching the movie. So shout out to her for brushing off the dust on that VHS and that machine.
Yeah, I've never seen Class Act. But I will need to get a list from Shay One of movies that I must watch.
Mm-hmm.
And watch it because
you want to do this every week. You only got one right. You got
one
Fighting
out of
Temptations
4.
right.
I got Fighting Temptations right, and I didn't get the rest.
Last week we did Vampire in Brooklyn.
Right.
Ooh.
And before it was Strictly Business.
Yes, Strictly Business.
Oh
was before
my.
that, so
I guess I'm gonna have to like get my my list together to LA so I can I can play and win.
I don't embarrass myself.
Because we're gonna start giving away prizes in the chat room real soon.
Listen, I get
real
it.
Soon. That's what we're gonna start doing weekly.
I get it, Nicole. You was trying to guess. I didn't even guess because I was completely off. So
crazy.
So R&B singer A-Marie has a lot to celebrate. She has just celebrated her 38th birthday, and she
38
expecting. Yeah,
that's hard to believe, ain't it?
38. I get. Wow, she's celebrating, and she also is gonna have her first child pretty soon with husband Lenny Nicholson. A-Marie married Nicholson, her manager and former record executive at Columbia Records, back in 2011. And we're still waiting on the follow-up to her last EP, Drive, from 2016. Hopefully, the new baby will inspire some new music.
Hopefully. She kept us hanging.
The why don't we fall in love? That song.
Yes.
Singer made the announcement on her Instagram page with the caption, #best birthday present ever, #21 weeks, #blessed. So congratulations to the couple.
Nice.
38 though.
That picture up on Instagram.
Yeah, it's a very cool picture if you guys want to go check out her.
She got one of Michael Jackson's jackets.
I'm about to go check this out. I love y'all. I'll holla at y'all later.
All right.
Later.
Yeah, she got one of them. Yeah, this is crazy right here. Look at this outfit. All right. So you knew he couldn't stay away too long. Now, Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba himself, is back on TV. ESPN announced that Bryant will be hosting, writing, and producing a new show called Detail, analyzing everything that is basketball. All right, so on Detail, Kobe will bring us observations as if he were one of the players in the game. That's what they said on ESPN.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
According to a press release from ESPN, Kobe says studying game film is how to get better. It's the university for a master's degree in basketball. I learned how to study film from best coaches of all time, Phil Jackson and Tex Winter. Details provides an opportunity to teach the skills to the next generation on a large platform with ESPN. That's kind of dope. I think a lot of people are gonna learn a lot from watching that. I mean, Kobe's like one of the greatest players to ever do it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good way because he's gonna be talking about different angles, I guess, and sports plays. That is better than that pilot that they were talking about where they get professional football players or professional to do a talent show.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's way better than that.
They giving LL some money for that.
Yeah, I don't know what that
I cannot remember the name of it because I didn't watch that out of my memory bank so fast because I thought it was just the dumbest thing ever. But
no, I'm good on that one. So they just won't like Chris Brown alone because Chris Brown posted a video of his 3-year-old daughter Royalty holding and playing with her baby monkey named Fiji. Once people saw the video, somebody dropped a dime on him and reported it to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. Fiji is considered a restricted species and owners must have a permit, something Chris apparently didn't have. I mean, if you got time to be like, you see someone's video and be like, oh, I'm gonna just go report them, like, you're just obviously a hater. Seriously, that's all I can gather from that. But police then issued a search warrant forcing Brown to turn the monkey over to the authorities. As of right now, Chris is facing a misdemeanor and maximum of 6 months in jail.
For a monkey.
For not having a permit. All they had to
For a
do
little
is
tiny monkey.
have a permit and let him get the permit.
Yeah, just why is it that he can't just pay a fine and be done? Let him take the monkey for a little while, get a permit, pay a fine, and move on.
Right, because if it was anybody else,
right,
they would be paying the fine and get that monkey right back. But of course, this is Chris Brown. You know, I don't know what that's about. But on the music front, Chris Brown and Jacquees are working on an R&B mixtape together. Brown confirmed the collaboration on his Instagram page also. But yeah, again, like I think because Chris Brown was probably in mishaps and situations before, that they're like, oh, we're not even gonna give you the slap on the wrist. Like we're gonna.
Yeah, but those little monkeys are like dangerous. Little tiny. They
those ones, they are like they.
That's why they got the kid, you know. But when I saw the video with the kid, Royalty, when she was holding it, it was wrapped up like literally like a little baby.
Okay.
But I mean, they're probably more dangerous when they get older.
Probably.
That's why they had to send Bubbles away.
Yeah.
Because I think Bubbles whipped Michael's ass once. I don't really know the story. But he's like, oh no, this monkey has got to go. Bubbles is dangerous. He don't know his own strength.
Right. But I mean, it's just kind of messed up. But at the same time, because they can get dangerous, like you should have a permit. Which, didn't they tell him that before he got?
You would think, but I have no idea. I mean, obviously, you know, you're a celebrity. Somebody probably just gave it to him. Here you go, Chris.
Right.
And set him up. That's probably the story that's gonna come out. Well, this guy gave it to me. The prosecutor gave it to me as a gift. So thank you for getting on probation. You're doing a good job. And then set him up and it's like, okay, we got a video. We got his ass.
All right, now you got to go for 6 months over some permit. It's just dumb. But I don't know. I'm tired of stuff like that. It's like on one hand, for one person, they don't, you know, make that call where they have to go to jail. And then for another person, it's like, oh, you can just pay a fine. Like it's not equal.
They're just trying to find something on him. We watched Chris's documentary, you know, right when he got off probation and everything like that. And
yeah.
Dude's got a crazy journey. And I wish I could remember the name of the documentary. It's on Netflix. And you can hear the side of the story of the whole the Rihanna situation. We covered it on the show like a while ago. But let's continue. Speaking of monkeys, unless you've been living under a rock, H&M got caught a lot of heat for producing a product photo with a black child wearing a hoodie saying "coolest monkey in the jungle."
They're so
that's a nice little transition from the monkey to monkey. But so since the H&M controversy pissed off a good portion of the population, the company has claimed in so many words ignorance of any racist intent. And R&B pop singer The Weeknd and rapper G-Eazy cut ties with the company. And 7 stores have been destroyed by protesters in South Africa.
Wow.
So there's some video online, if y'all haven't seen it, of them just going in H&M, knocking everything over. Yeah.
Dang, I did not know it was
they destroyed that place.
Jeez. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you. But yeah, that's terrible. Wow. Okay. I mean, okay, so is that...
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thing. First of all, there's a lot of decision-making that happens behind the scene before it goes out on print, digitally, whatever. They have to go through different steps before they approve it to go on TV or magazines, anything. So they knew, my opinion, they knew what they were doing.
What's crazy, it was all these other designs with a whole bunch of other kids. It's like they couldn't put that hoodie on another kid. And I know I saw some people in comment sections, like on articles and stuff like that. Oh, if it was on a white kid, it'd be different. Yes,
Of course.
yes, it would.
Of course,
It would be different.
Because nobody was calling white kids monkeys as a derogatory
They
thing.
were calling people monkeys, old, young. It didn't matter. That's why it's offensive. Now, I haven't been born in England and all of that stuff. I don't know what it's like over there. So certain things that are racist over here may or may not be racist over there. And from what I could tell, like I think the mother and the kid, they're like African or something like that.
I don't know.
I think they're African because that's why I think the stuff is happening in South Africa. Now, the mother of the child, Terry Mongo, she criticized those who were offended, including celebrities and those on social media, telling people to get over it and stop crying wolf.
Oh no.
All right, now come on, lady. Is the check that big?
Right.
The check can't be that big because she was saying stuff like, oh, my son models all the time and this ain't a big deal. And I'm like, first of all, you're irresponsible.
But that goes to show you
you're more responsible than H&M, in my opinion.
But that goes to show you where her mind is. Like, she doesn't think it's a problem. She doesn't think that having a shirt that says coolest monkey in the world is not a problem, because to her child, she's under contract or whatever. She has to, they give her son the outfits to wear, and he has to wear it because he's under contract. And even though I may not like the outfits or what it's saying, I'm getting paid, he's getting paid, this is what's feeding us. That's probably what she's thinking. But at the same time, there has to be a line that's drawn. You can't just accept anything, because as they say, if you don't stand for something, then there's no point of any of this. Like, for you to say, people need to get over it. No, that's what the predominantly white,
you mean the dominant society?
Yeah, have always been saying to us to just get over it. And I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. But on her end, like, if that's how you feel, then okay. But just know that there's a lot of people out here that are not going to accept those things, because it's not just a little mistake. It's not like, oh, we're sorry. What? Of all the animals?
It'd be one thing if, like, all the animals, it was like a frog or something, like on the other shirts or something.
Coolest frog in the world.
Well, I'm talking about, like, even just on the other kids.
Right.
But that wasn't even the theme of any of the shirts.
Right.
Which was crazy. And H&M is a big company.
They
could have sold just as many units saying coolest kid in the jungle.
They could have.
Even that might be kind of offensive, but why the black kid got to be in the jungle? I'm just saying.
Right. But they knew what they were doing. Come on. You cannot tell me that this was just some little mistake.
Some things can slip by. It happens, but come on now.
Not this one.
But with the mother co-signing that, I don't know. That bothers me. But like I said, that's why I said some things that may be offensive over there may not be as offensive over here. It's a whole different
that's true. But
mindset when it comes to things like that.
Right. But here's the thing, they're a global company. And they know what's happening. They know what the temperature is like in the country right now. They know that Black Twitter and Black Instagram and all that, they gonna light you up real quick. That it's not like before, where, because at some point we were always speaking out, and then there was kind of, like you were saying, there was like a moment where we were kind of like not really saying much, but now it's back to that point where we're speaking up about those things. You're not just gonna like throw something in there all willy-nilly and think we're not gonna catch it, because you're trying. Don't throw shade, H&M. Talking about the coolest.
And right before Martin Luther King Day.
Right before Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, of course they had to throw this out. That's not a mistake. Those are those little ways where they're just saying, see, just in case y'all thought we didn't, we forgot. Just so we still think that this is who you guys are. This is how we feel. And all the other kids want the white kid had something about like the survivor of the jungle. I can't remember what his thing was.
But it had nothing to do with animals or the jungle, those other shirts. So real interesting.
They know what they're doing. H&M, I'm not here for it.
But shout out to the photographer. Good shot. That's a good picture.
Good shot from the photographer, but still. But as I said, at some point, I guess there has to be a line that's drawn. Where you're like, you know what? I know I'm getting paid to be a model, and isn't that like I forgot this picture, but the black girl was kind of like kneeling down by the woman. I don't know if it was Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner. One of them.
I think it was Khloe Kardashian.
Right.
She was kind of kneeling down and.
Right, the girl was kneeling down by her, and it was like this. I mean,
she had I think she had like a rope or something around her neck or something.
No.
Or am I tripping?
No, you're tripping.
I'm tripping. Okay.
You're probably imagining. But it's those little things that they do, that say, "Hey, this is still how we really feel," and it's gonna always come out.
I was hoping the mother was gonna say that was not the shirt that he wore.
Right,
it was
kind of photoshopped.
It was plain, and they photoshopped it.
Right, but. H&M. As I said, I think they know, and the thing is, what's crazy is that they apologized, or I'm going to put in air quotes, apologized, because it's almost like they're saying that we're not going to not put this out because it's what they say. Bad publicity is still.
Well, they try to say, any publicity is good publicity.
Any publicity is good publicity. So we know that this may not be the right thing to do. Out there, we're going to get people talking about us, talking about this company, and in turn get more sales.
I don't think that's going to happen. Not when your stores are getting destroyed.
Right.
That's a backfire.
They didn't think this through. This should even be something that you have to kind of think through. You shouldn't do it in the first place. But some people are just stupid.
Well, they came out with a statement. H&M put out a statement. They said, "We agree with all the criticism that has been generated. We have got this wrong, and we agree that even if unintentional, passive and casual racism needs to be eradicated wherever it exists. We appreciate the support of those who have seen that our product and promotion were not intended to cause offense, but as a global brand, we have a responsibility to be aware." Well, we'll leave it at that. I mean, hey, they cop and please.
That's how it always is. A company does something that's racist. A company does something that is very offensive. And then what do? They come out a few days later with a statement. We're sorry, although not intentional.
Well, what do you think? What should they do?
Don't do it in the first place.
I agree. Don't do it in the first place.
As soon as it's put up, take it down.
But I don't know if they took it down right away. I would assume that they took it down right away after people started going crazy.
People started blowing up their stores.
Yeah. Well, tearing the store up.
They weren't blowing up.
All right, tearing the store up. They tore the store up in South Africa. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say I lost my point.
Oh dang. But yeah, so I mean, I think what they should have done.
That's what I was going to ask you. What should they have done at this point? That's what I was going to ask you.
That's what I said. I said they should have taken it down. It shouldn't have gone up there. But if it did, because
how can they correct this as a company besides making that statement?
Here's my thing. For example, if you're going to audition for American Idol, right? You don't just go straight to see Simon, Randy, and they're not even there anymore. Those celebrity
the main judges, right?
You don't go to see them first. You go through a series of steps, different processes, and then if you get past that, then you will be able to get to the main judges. So I definitely expect that from a large global company like H&M.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have various departments, various people, various groups that they have to go through before it gets to that final part where it's approved. So all of those groups approved this photo.
We're making an assumption about these groups, though.
That's my assumption, but you can't tell me that it's just take a picture and it goes up. Somebody sees it, or a group of people see it, and the fact that they are okay with it means that that was intentional. You wanted to put this up, you didn't care.
Well, if they got that whole kind of process, then I guess so. I guess. I'm just saying you get these rogue employees that throw stuff up. I'm not saying that's the case in this situation. I'm just saying you get people that just do stuff and you like, whoa, what the hell? You know, you don't know. You can't watch everything and everybody.
I will agree with that. Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's what happened here.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I will agree with that because the CEO of a company may really believe, in getting rid of those kind of ideas, those negative ideas about people, and then you'll have those that are in your company that don't care. And you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Well, whatever. We'll see what happens from here on out. Anyway, with H&M, I know they got some. From what I hear, they got some good prices. So I've never been in an H&M. I've been in there. I've been in there like twice.
I won't be there. I haven't been there in a long time anyway, and there's none close to me. So.
So more allegations have come out against another celebrity in Hollywood. This time, the accused is an actor star from back in the day, Steven Seagal. LA, do you know who Steven Seagal is?
I know the name.
She does not know who Steven Seagal is because she doesn't watch movies.
You know what? I'm not really good with names. I'm good with pictures, like how they look.
See, my old roommate, he knows about Steven Seagal. Okay. Shout out to Brandon. But in an interview with The Wrap, Regina Simmons said the actor raped her at the age of 18. She claimed Seagal invited her back to his place to a rap party, WRAP.
Oh.
Not, like how this show is a hip hop based show, not like that. For his 1994 film On Deadly Ground. Now, when Simmons arrived there was no party. It was just her and Seagal. She says, he took me into this room and then just closed the door and started kissing me. He then took my clothes off. And before I knew it, he was on top of me, raping me. I wasn't sexually active yet. People always talk about fight or flight, but no one talks about the freeze. Okay, so Seagal has been accused of rape by Dutch model Fabiola. I'm probably saying that wrong, but Fabiola Daditis. I'm probably saying it wrong, y'all. I'm sorry. And an anonymous third accuser from an alleged rape back in 2005. On top of that, actress Portia De Rossi and Julianne Margulies, I'm saying that wrong, I think, and Jenny McCarthy all came forward with stories of inappropriate behavior from the action star. Now, we got a tweet from Portia. She said, my final audition for a Steven Seagal movie took place in his office. He told me how important it was to have chemistry off screen. As he sat me down and unzipped his leather pants, I ran out and called my agent. Unfazed, she replied, well, I don't know if he was your type. That's the agent saying that to the client. I didn't know Steven Seagal was out here trying to allegedly out here.
Oh, hold on.
Creeping on chicks. He was messing with Jenny McCarthy. I forgot what they said he tried to do or did to her. It was something in the audition where he asked her to be naked in a private thing. I don't know. And then there was another occasion. I forget which movie. What's the woman's name? I just mentioned it. Julianne. She got a call because he wanted to run lines with her at 10 o'clock at night at his apartment. Or his hotel room or something like that. She went over there and she said nothing happened, but he had a gun in there, and I don't know. She said it was the first time she saw a gun, and he made sure that she knew he had it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of interesting things that happen in the industry. Like, it's scary.
Yo, this is crazy. I mean, some of the people, Dustin Hoffman has been accused. Kevin Spacey, all of these big actors have been accused. I'm hoping I'm not speaking their names to say that they did something, but like I'm hoping that people like Will or Denzel, you know what I mean? Our people don't
I'm like caught up in that.
the little piece of black Hollywood that we do got
Right.
get messed
Don't
up.
fuck it up. That's what we're saying.
But
and what's kind of scary is the fact that, especially when you're new, you want to make it. You want to get your name out there, and sometimes they may end up compromising themselves so that they can get ahead. And I don't know what some of them have compromised.
Hey, women do it too. I just saw something with Wendy Williams. Ooh, all right, there was a guy who. I mean, there's this whole thing that's coming out recently. I still got to get up all the details. Some of y'all probably out there already know about it because, I mean, by the time you're listening to this,
right?
But there was something with her husband saying that he beat her up, that her husband beats on Wendy and that whole thing allegedly. Don't come at me, Wendy.
I mean, allegedly, we're gonna use
allegedly.
Allegedly, that's what you do, Wendy.
Allegedly, that's what happened, and there was a male employee that was afraid of losing his job, and she wanted to sleep with him, so he slept with her.
Oh.
So allegedly, that's what he's claiming is what happened with that situation. And there's like another woman that this is all when she was on radio. This is before the Wendy Williams show, before she fainted.
That's not cool.
Which was a pretty funny video.
If a guy or girl, man or woman, has to go through that. That's not cool. Don't take advantage of people. And Wendy, hopefully that's not what you did, but if you did, shame on you. I want you to hear that, Wendy. If you did, shame on you.
Wendy ain't got no time for us.
She don't.
She's like, what?
Just in case one day she
don't know who Charlamagne the God is, and he was on her show.
She won't know who
she don't know who this is.
She one in LA is anyway. So with all of these allegations of rape, a company has come forward with an app that they hope will put aside any misunderstandings. The app is called Legal Fling. Say you meet someone in the bar or you go on a date and you want to up the stakes a little bit, so you can send your potential partner a message kind of similar to WhatsApp. And if they accept your request, they've entered a legally binding agreement. The request can come with certain parameters of what your partner agrees to do. For example, a photo and video, use of a condom, STD free, yes or no, which I would assume that everybody's going to click you need to be, yes. Explicit language, BDSM, the amount of time.
The amount of time.
So if you want 3 minutes or an hour, you got to specify via text.
This is almost like the hookers app.
Right. So you can end up in court for sharing a photo or video without permission if the other party didn't agree. The makers of the app recommend the app for couples in long-term relationships as well. Legal Fling is currently waiting on approval from Apple and Google to be added to their store. That's crazy. So, okay. So basically they're saying, like, if you send a message to someone saying, okay, this is my request, this is what I want to do sexually. Okay. And that person says,
that's
yes.
An awkward sin. Like, is it? Maybe not.
It's not. People are already doing that.
That's true.
People are already doing it. So they're just coming out with an app of something that's already being done, but making it appy so they can. But here's my thing. You can still run into problems because if, say, I text the person or I sext the person and I say, listen, I want to hook up and I want to have sex. I want to do these 2 positions only. And do you?
And these are like check marks. So you could, in the app, in the pictures that I saw with the app, like you can check stuff off like, okay, we can do this, and this. These are absolute no's, no. Like,
but here's my thing. What if you check those things off, right? And you get there and you realize that the person that you're about to do it with, you're like, I changed my mind. This
It's
is
not
terrible.
that kind of. I mean, it's not that kind of app. You there with the person, like
Oh, you're there with
that's
the person and
what
you
it's
open the
for.
app?
It's called legal fling.
Oh,
So this is like, so people are being accused of rape,
okay.
and this is to protect people
While
from
they're
yeah
there.
from getting caught up. So they're saying, okay, I need you to accept.
Wow.
And these are the things that we are allowed to do and not do. I can't film it, or I can, or can't, whatever. And I can't put it out. That's what that's what this
changes
is for.
everything. So they're already at the house or the car or the movie theaters or the wherever.
And I'm sure you could just send it to somebody randomly, I guess. But
they're already there together, and you're like, okay, open your app, and I'll open mine, and this is what we are okay to do. Wow. That's interesting.
now, what do you think? You think this app should be out? I think so. I mean,
think
what
so.
the heck could it hurt? I mean, it can't hurt. Can't hurt nothing.
I think so, because it's just going to be an added protection, just like you have added protection like a condom or birth control pills, which I don't think are good, but that's just my personal belief. But that's just an added protection for yourself, for the man or the woman, because you can say, I told them that I didn't want to do that, and the person's like, yes, you did. Now you can say, no, in this app we specified exactly what was okay and not okay. So if you go over that, then
So right then, this is what's cool. And they also recommend it for long-term couples.
why though? What? Why would that need to be?
Oh no, they said there's a time limit on there. I saw something that said you can have unlimited or not. So it's like, okay, for the next 3 months. So they can basically, so if you're a couple, you can have negotiations.
Why do I feel like that's gonna
about what you want to do?
Why do I feel like that's gonna be something that guys want? Like, for the next 2 months, you have to give me oral sex. And she's like, agreed. And then
so yeah, girl. So I was thinking, since we've been dating, since we're gonna start dating and being exclusive, I figured you let me do this after about 6-7 months, and then we can add this on after about 12.
So if she says, or if he says, I don't feel like it tonight, or I don't want to do it, then
So
she's like, well, technically,
you can pull out the app with the
technically in my legal fling here, you agreed to give me a back massage every 3 days.
I don't know if that's in there.
And you agree that we will have sex every 2 days, and while we're doing that, oral sex will always be included.
Man, they're gonna have a whole lot of other section where they're gonna have some custom notes.
Right. And other. That's interesting. But there's, what? This is probably one of the better apps out here than some of these other ones that they have. So,
I mean, this is actually practical. This is actually practical.
I get it. Now I'm gonna actually go look at it and be like, let me see if I can customize the options, so I can throw in hand massage, back massage.
So I guess that's the new safe sex kit. You gotta have condoms, the Fling app.
But what's funny is that what I find strange is that one of the questions says, do they need to be STD free?
I think that means disclose it or not.
Oh, good, because I'm about to say.
So basically, they're saying like, okay, you claim to be STD free.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. But if you turn out to not be, I can sue you.
And you know what?
That's what that's
'Cause
for.
we got people out here saying that they clean and then they're not. People out here walking around with the claps, like, and they didn't do nothing to deserve a round of applause. So we ain't talking about that.
And they don't only have crabs from the store. Right. So yeah, so just like those albums that we talked about in the drop, make sure y'all go out and get when it's available, Legal Fling.
Legal Fling.
So you don't get in trouble.
Right. Please. because some of y'all probably need to get that.
Yeah, the celebrities out there need to get that right away.
Hmm.
And there's privacy stuff on there too.
Right.
They have the same kind of security stuff that that Bitcoin uses. So
Listen, Facebook and anyone out there listening, please tell us what you actually think about this app, Legal Fling. Would you download the app to use or would you not? Let me
you
know.
probably download it just to laugh at it, and you got to convince other people that like, hey girl, I got this Legal Fling app. I'm gonna need you to download it.
Well, guess what?
Download it to your phone.
If you have it, you feel like that's something that you need, and the person you're with, you tell them, hey, I need you to download this because this is just serving as an added protection for both of us. And you explain to them, they say no. Well, guess what? We ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because what is that telling me? There's a problem.
There's something
There's
wrong
something I
here.
need to be concerned.
You don't want to legally
Like-
agree to what's going on here.
Right. What else are you trying to do? like we can
This
do
is
everything.
like the prenup.
Right. We just gonna check off the boxes. We're gonna do everything, but we just gotta check it off and put it in paper form or
So they should have a prenup app then too.
they probably do they have a prenup app? Prenup.
They need to. That way you can check it off, like, okay, or you can get into a relationship with somebody, you're like, okay, these are the things that I feel. Do you agree? It says here in your contract.
Oh goodness. I guess
That would be
it's just
interesting.
an added feature, an added accessory, an added protection. But it should not outweigh or get rid of communication in general. Communicate with each other. Period.
Agreed. So GM's planning to stay ahead of the curve with their very own self-driving car in 2019. The company is producing a vehicle similar to the Chevy Bolt called the Cruise AV that will be completely driverless. GM released a statement saying it's the first production-ready vehicle built from the start to operate safely on its own with no drivers, no steering wheel, pedals, or manual controls. Okay, so the automaker's planning to avoid all exceptions by the government, which allows companies to place up to 2,500 vehicles on the road with an exception. However, they're heavily planning to meet the required standards. 2019. Now y'all got to go see pictures of this because I mean, there's no pedals, there's no. It just blows your mind when you look at the picture. You're like, wow, there's nothing in here. The only thing you can adjust is the damn radio and maybe the GPS.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome to the new world. We ain't flying in cars yet. We got to get them to drive by themselves.
No, but here's the thing. They can't drive by themselves, but at least start a little bit slower. Like, leave the pedals in. Leave a way for you to control the car just in case of an emergency. Right? Like, what if you're in the car and it's a thunderstorm and there's lightning and everything and you start seeing glitching out, or you know how like you're driving with your GPS and then it's like a GPS signal lost and you're like, oh wow,
Yeah, you gotta have some strong GPS. Maybe you could do like commands like Chevy turn left. I don't know. That would
I
be
don't know about that one.
That's tough. I mean, they gotta have some cold technology coming to pull something like this off because we're in the Midwest, so we got snow, sleet, all kinds of crazy weather going on. I'm just like, wow.
I'm sorry.
But on one hand, though, I am kind of ready for it. But I don't want to be in the first like generation. You gotta let them get to the second or third generation when they figured it out. Because think about it, you're gonna make traffic flow is gonna be good. There's gonna be less drunk driving. If you're running late to work, church, you can do your makeup or whatever you gotta do in the car. You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
I just feel like they haven't even perfected how to stop elevators from breaking down. And we've been had elevators.
Well, GM is like, hey, we don't make elevators, okay?
But
We
that's
make
not-
cars.
Fine. Fine. They haven't figured out how to stop having recalls on cars.
Okay, I'll give you that.
They still having recalls.
Okay,
on
bad
brakes,
light bulb or something in there.
light bulb issues, engine issues, but y'all want to come out with a car that don't even have pedals or steering wheel or anything to.
I mean,
to
it
able
is
to
it
take
is
control of the
nothing.
car.
I mean, you're gonna feel like what's that? Oh my God, I'm sorry. You gonna feel like you teaching driver's ed. That's what I was gonna say. You feel like you're teaching driver's ed because there's nothing in the. There's nothing. When you look at this picture, it's like, wow, there is nothing in this car.
But the crazy thing in driver's ed, where with the instructor saying
There's like a
they
pedal.
still have a pedal. This is probably gonna be like
Some of them have a steering wheel on the other side too.
being on an airplane, because you know that there's pilots in the cockpit, but you don't see them. You're just kind of sitting. And you're like, well, I hope I get there. You don't see them, but you know that there's a pilot. So
You're just saying you got to give so much trust
right.
to
All your trust is
to this car, like
all of it.
in the snow, everything. I don't know. I think it can handle it. I think it'll be able. I think we'll get to a point where this is going to be mad normal because they are pushing this hard. I mean, you got Uber. They're trying to do it. All right, they're trying to get their cars out here. We're not going to have cab drivers real soon.
Okay, but I get that. We're gonna be there, but I agree with you where you said that we need to let them have the first generation. Let other people be in the first
Right,
generation.
but they got to start somewhere. And then these things are going to be so expensive now,
because I am sure
right out the gate.
when they first started building airplanes, you seen them old airplanes.
Mm.
Do you want to be flying one of them? No. You saw the picture where it's flying and it like falls, drops out the sky because they're like, oh, we didn't get it right. Someone
Let's
died.
try again. Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not about to be in one of those. I will wait and watch and watch and watch until that third, fourth generation where they're like flying car 2.7 or no, flying car 4.0 is 1.0, 2, 3, 4. I'll come on at the 4.0 when I.
So you're going to have your own personal chauffeur. That's kind of dope. Because people don't like driving. Like, only people who like driving are like 16-year-olds who are just getting their license. That's the only people that like driving.
The machine is your chauffeur.
So nobody's going to know how to drive pretty soon, actually.
Right. But
it might get to a point where you might actually have to, you know, like when you see kids, like I've seen a video where a kid got a book and she was trying to swipe it like it was a tablet.
Oh, yes.
So like you're going to have people, a whole generation of people where they actually like have to get behind like one of the old cars and drive somewhere and they're going to be like,
wait, there's no wheel. What is there a button like a, they're going to be doing
they'll be like, okay, how do I get this to move?
Have you ever been
have
you ever been a passenger in someone's car and they're driving and you see that they need to brake
all the time
and you're like pressing
all the time
on an imaginary pedal or imaginary brake
all the time?
That's what it's gonna be.
That's what it's like when I ride with you.
Oh,
LA.
okay. First of all, I am an amazing driver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not about to try to shave my driving.
That's all right. I mean, hey, if you like, you know, Daredevil type stuff, they're cool.
Daredevil. I just don't drive like a grandma.
No one said drive like a grandma.
Drive crazy, but that's what I think. That's what it's gonna be like when you first sit in one of these cars. You're gonna be driving, and the car's gonna be making a left, but it needs to stop. You're gonna be like this, but there's no wheel, or you're gonna want to brake. I think it's
gonna be dope.
Not ready.
Give it about 10 more years. You're gonna be like, oh, looks like my car went to go to loop stop.
I'm just scared. I'm just scared.
My car went to the shop. It needed to go repair itself, so it just drives itself to the shop to get repaired and come back home.
I'm just scared, and I think, as I said, I'm not gonna be the one that's testing these cars out first. Let them have the 2500 and see how many of the 2500 make it. If they all make it, great. Just give it some time. I'm not going to be a part. And where are they going to start? In California? That's where.
Oh, of course.
2500. Everything's
well, the 2500. The 2500 is about they're not street regulated cars per se.
don't drive
So they're
cars.
allowed to like have only like I think every brand or whatever is allowed to have like a certain amount of cars out there to test and let people drive. I don't know if it's general public people or whatever, but they're allowed to have those cars out there.
Y'all know what
I don't know how that works.
y'all
but
know what happens in focus groups. Or those groups where
people
they test,
die.
they test medications
People
and
die.
they test food products. Some people don't make it out, I'm just saying. I'm just saying I'm not
Pharmaceutical drugs might be safer if we listen to you.
that's true.
But anyways, it is time to get unfaded.
I just wanted you to
Switch on and let the beat rock.
We dropped a couple of bombs on it.
For all my Southside niggas that know me best, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous. Goddamn. I made that bitch famous.
Make them famous. Go ahead.
So a man in Northern California.
Northern. Go ahead.
A man in Northern California set his apartment on fire while trying to kill a spider. This was no ordinary spider, though. This spider is what they call a wolf spider. Oh.
Go ahead.
According to eyewitnesses, the man took a blowtorch to the spider. I understand, okay? Because I don't like spiders, so I get it, okay? I'm trying to fuck him up. I'll put him on fire. That's what you do. So, according to eyewitnesses, the man took a blowtorch to the spider, and as it tried to get away, the 8-legged creature took cover onto the mattress. That's when the small flame turned into a huge ball of fire. Damn. So residents did manage to put a stop to the burning bed using a water hose. However, it was too late. The flaming spider caused the flames to spread to a nearby flag location. Dang.
Yeah, so they had I guess they had some flags in the room.
A nearby flag location. Firefighters arrived, ending the ordeal, which lasted for 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a long time in the fire. Officials say the apartment is unlivable. All from this damn spider. And
It was unlivable when the spider showed up. Dude said, "There's a spider in here. Burn it down."
officials say the apartment is
We don't
unlivable.
just let them have it. Just burn the whole place down.
Silly. And
If you've seen this spider, the picture of this spider looks crazy.
it is kind of big.
Look at this thing, man.
I do not. I do not like spiders, worms, snakes.
You definitely don't like snakes. That would have been you with the blowtorch.
I wouldn't even.
No, actually, you would have left. You
I
would.
would not
You
be-
would have burned the whole house down. We can't live there no more.
I would not
Burn
be
it
in
down.
the house. As soon as I see a little thing that look like a snake, I'm out. Somebody else gonna have to come with a blowtorch because they move and jump and okay. So as I said, the officials say that the apartment is unlivable and is charged with $11,000 in damages. This is not the first time creative spider killings got out of control. Back in 2014, a man caused $60,000 in damages to his laundry room, attempting to burn the creature with a lighter and spray paint.
Oh, okay, so he trying
They
to
was
make a.
not playing. Another
So he
woman,
painted the wall too. Then, right? I don't know how that works. I know the can is flammable.
right? So you gotta like spray.
Right.
I
You
don't
got the lighter. That's obviously that's very dangerous.
And another woman caught arson charges for using a lighter. And the most unbelievable story is of a man who burned his trailer down using a flamethrower to kill a spider. But here's the thing.
A flamethrower though. Like,
I get it. Because this spider is not those little teeny ones that just kind of hang. Just be like, nah, I'm just waiting for some food.
that just drop down. You turn around this.
And they go back up. You know, it's not one of those little ones. It's like a big, what do they say, a wolf spider? That's what they call it?
Yes. So, I mean, if you know nothing about spiders, just hearing that it's a wolf spider is probably just enough to be like, you know what? I get it.
I'm telling you, if I saw that, I probably would have got something to light it on fire too.
I saw some people in the comment section like, yo, y'all ever heard of a shoe? I'm like, we don't know how big this This thing was.
Kill that spider.
We don't even know. The spider still might be at large. Okay, nobody's confirmed that the spider was dead.
Right. The spider's like, my skin has dealt with more fire.
Right.
So-
He's like,
so-
are you trying to light me up? Let me get on this bed.
Right. His skin is probably like in a way where if you put on fire, like nothing happens. Like they're like, the best way to get rid of me is if you throw milk on me or something. Like that's probably what's gonna work. They, as you said, they haven't confirmed that the spider has died. I just want to point that out. But I get it. The spider is humongous. But what's funny is that the spider was like, meow. Oh, that's not even the sound. That's a cat. But it jumped from wherever it was and landed on the bed and lit that whole thing up. And then the fire went to spread to a nearby flag location.
Well, the dude had flags in the in the room.
Oh, he did? Oh,
yes.
So how did he make it sound like it? Okay. That's terrible. But I get it. Fuck it up, okay? If I see something huge like that, it's about to get fucked all the way up. And I'm sorry for my language, but that is what is going to happen to the spider. That is what's going to happen. Either fire or...
You would have just left. I don't know why you're trying to act like...
Maybe I
like
am
you was gonna
trying
put
to overcome my fears.
Your gear on.
I'm already scared of the little tiny ones. So I know if I saw that, you're right. I probably would have
This
left.
thing looks
went to a hotel.
huge. And this ain't no ordinary spider, okay?
It's a
This
wolf.
thing look crazy.
It looked like...
That's why I don't understand like people like with sloths. Like sloths look weird. Now I know they they kind of coming up now, coming up in the game. They in the Geico commercials now.
Right.
Then they had a little whole scene in Zootopia. If y'all seen that
Yes,
cartoon,
Zootopia.
Shout
out to that
sloths are coming up.
That works
But
at DMV.
when you actually see a sloth just hanging out on somebody's like stoop or something wherever out of the country, I don't know where they're from, but I seen some video where I was just like, I would beat the hell out of that thing. It looks dirty. I bet you they're real nice and everything.
Probably.
Because I mean, what can they do? I mean, they try to attack you. It's like you're like, that sloth is
Are you
real.
trying to
That
swing at
sloth
me?
is real aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
That was too fast. So, is it trying to swing at? What is their defense mechanism for a sloth?
Like, how
how
they
is
like
a
real
sloth
tough skin or something? I don't know.
probably like it can't chew it, like you can't bite it.
You can't. What?
But the skin don't look like it's tough skin.
They look furry. Like, I don't know.
Maybe they
But
have
that's just an example of an animal that just don't look right. It's
maybe they
sloth.
have like poisonous stuff in their blood. Like if anybody try to bite them, like they're dead immediately.
I don't know. We need a sloth expert
If there are any
to come on
sloth
the, on the show.
experts,
But they're stepping up. The gecko is leaving the game heavy.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking to them anymore.
yeah, they kind of fell off with their commercials with that little
So
lizard.
the wolf spider is trying to make his moves, trying to make a come up.
That wolf spider looked like he needs to be in the action
Like a
movie.
stunt spider.
Yes.
Dude said, I'm gonna just burn my whole trailer down with the flamethrower.
But the thing is, what I think happened is they're not expecting the spider to run when it's lit on fire, like because it's hot.
I think it's just
They
gonna
think it's
die and just die, right?
But it's like,
But like anything that is living that's set on fire, it's gonna move
yeah,
like
right.
crazy. Okay, you don't see anybody just get set on fire and then just be still. Like, oh, okay, I'm engulfed in flames. No problem.
I mean, woo. Sorry. If you guys see a wolf spider, any spider in your home, just take this as some advice. Do not light it on fire because it's going to run and it's going to set your entire apartment, home, trailer, car on fire.
Yeah,
Take heed.
saving insurance companies money every day. There you go. So this is the Unfaded podcast presented to you by Bandit Box. where we listen to you and ignore you all at the same time. We want you to like, share, and follow Bandit Box on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Bandit Box. That's BANDEDBOX. For more news in hip hop and R&B, go on over to banditbox.com.
And if you need any advice whatsoever, make sure you send all your requests over to banditbox@gmail.com. And make sure you go back and listen to some of our other podcasts and comment on those with your questions, and we'll make sure we check those and get those answers too.
All right, so you can listen to the Unfaded podcast every week on Stitcher, Google Play, iTunes, TuneIn, and of course on the Bandit Box website, banditbox.com. Special shout out to Donnie Lene. Yes, thank you so much for joining us on the show. We really appreciate it. You can go and check out Donnie at DONNIELYNEE _ on Twitter. You can find her on, I think it's DonnieLene.com.
Instagram is at Donnie_.
Yeah, make sure you go and check her out. Thank you so much for being the Unfaded Track of the Week and joining us and doing an interview. Also, shout out to Antoine. He had to miss the show today, but we're gonna catch him next week. But you could find him at Pop City 85. That's at Pop City 85 on Twitter. And where can they find you, LA?
You can find me VLA Bailey at Facebook and Instagram at VLA Bailey and Twitter at VLA Bailey _. And make sure you visit closet18.com for all your faith over fear apparel and other styles. There are discounts online, so make sure you go check that out when you can.
Yes, and I am your host, Shay1. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at The Real Shay1. That's at The Real Shay1. Thank you so much for rocking with us. This is episode number 62. We're getting up there. 62. Episode 62. So, yeah, thank you so much for rocking with us, and we will catch you all next Tuesday. And for those of you that like to kick it with us live in the chat rooms and everything, we will see you next Sunday at 8 o'clock. All right, we'll catch you next week. Peace.
Later.
All right.
What's up, Facebook
and
YouTube? Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you so much. Let's talk to the camera this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. We're gonna be doing this every week.
Yes.
At 8 o'clock. We're gonna at least be doing one show every month at 4 o'clock.
Yes.
But if you're an artist out there and you've got some music that's dope, that's hot, or you know somebody that's got some hot music that's up and coming, go ahead, hit us up. We'd love to have you on the show, interview you, take a spot. And shout out to Nicole. I forgot to mention her on the actual show, but we'll give her a special shout out. She is a new writer on banditbox.com, so she's going to be having some articles posting up sometime this week. And we're going into print this year. So, go ahead. So we're going into print this year. And Nicole is the first writer to come in on this, so I'm really excited. So shout out to you, Nicole, wherever you are. Make sure we shout you out on the next podcast. I got you. I won't forget.
So, if any of you who are still listening, if you are interested in being a writer for Bandit Box, especially as we start moving into print, please send some information over to, or your inquiry over to Bandit Box. BANDEDBOX @gmail.com, and so that way we'll be able to talk with you there and see what you can do. But yeah, Nicole is on the team.
All right, so shout out to her. So in the meantime, we will catch y'all next week. I wanted to say this. We'll continue doing the movie thing. So we want y'all to participate with that. We're going to be giving away some prizes, little things throughout the year. We're trying to work all that stuff in, but we're just getting our wheels basically turning with this whole live thing and working out all the kinks. So we was a little behind, but trust me, we'll slowly get better and better like we always do. That's why the podcast is rocking over there.
That's 62
Stitcher
right
and
now.
everything. So, but like I said, we're adding the live and everything. Give y'all a backstage, I guess, kind of look at kind of how we do things. But anyways, y'all, I am tired. I want some food. I will catch y'all next week. All right. You want to say something else to them?
No. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. We love your support. We love you guys. Check us out again next week at 8. Later.
Somebody, Stephen Capers, just walked in here. Probably left.
What's up, Steven? I saw you. What's up?
He said the show's over.